Hello everybody. So today for this makeup slash skincare episode, I'm going to be talking about the Mario Badescu products. I have used quite a few of them, and as you can see I have quite a few of them currently, and I really like them. That's why I'm going to talk about them. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Alright, so I want to talk quickly about why I've been using these products. I believe it's been, I don't even really know how many years, probably since 2000, trying to think, maybe 2009 is when I first started using them. So about 4 years, and I haven't been like solely using Mario Badescu until the past year or so. I really kind of almost completely switched over all my skincare, and I never really was one of those kinds of people that like had to use all the same brands, because for me for a while I found that different brands, you know, made different products that worked for me. But now I'm just like, you know what, it's so much easier to just be able to buy one brand. And this is a little bit more on the pricey side. I'd say it's kind of mid-range. But honestly, you know, with the results that I have gotten from it, I highly recommend it. So don't just throw it out the window because it might be too expensive. But it's always something that, you know, you can try one product here, one product there. You don't have to buy everything at once. So I'm going to talk about the products individually, but also overall, the thing that really drew me to Mario Badescu was how like the ingredients list is so short, and that just like, that's what I would always look for when looking for skincare products, was trying to find like the least amount of ingredients, because I felt like the, you know, the less ingredients there were, the, you know, the more likely that I wouldn't get a breakout from the products, because that was my problem, was I would try something and then it would make me break out, so then I have to get rid of it and try something else, and just on and on it went, you know, until I'd find, you know, one thing here or one thing there that didn't seem to make me break out. And so far with, I'm pretty sure with all of the Mario products I've tried, I have not had breakouts from them, so that's awesome. And I think, you know, as I've grown older, my skin has gotten better and maybe less prone to breaking out, but I know that I could still break out if I use the wrong product now. So I love that there's hardly any ingredients. One thing I'm not too excited about is that a lot of the like lotions and some of the cleansers and stuff have parabens, and that was something I tried to stay away from for quite a while, just because they're, you know, there's studies that show that that can lead to like cancer and stuff in women, and it's like, oh, that doesn't sound too good. But I mean, you know, at this point I'm like, if I stay away from it in my makeup, like it's okay if I have a cleanser that has a paraben in it or something like that. I just, like, even my hair products, I try to stay away from it too. But that's something that it's really just your own judgment, and you can look up the information. You may think it's valid, you may not. It's, I mean, it's just totally up to you. So. And lastly, I just want to mention that with my skin, something that has been a dream of mine, if you will, silly as it may be, for the past, well, since I started wearing makeup really, and having, because I had breakouts. I mean, I wore makeup before I really started getting like acne type stuff, and I haven't had horrible acne. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll know that, you know, I've talked about it. Like I, you know, would have like, you know, larger breakouts and stuff, but I never really had full on like really bad acne. But you know, one of the goals that I've had for the past, you know, almost probably 10 years or so, maybe a little less, is to be able to wear makeup but not wear foundation. And that was something that was just like, you know, that's why I would continue to wear makeup, continue to try skincare products, because I had this goal, like I want to get my skin to be like calm down, you know, I feel comfortable in it, and I can just, you know, put some mascara, a little concealer under my eyes, and maybe a little blush, and just go. And guys, this is what I'm wearing right now. For me, like, it feels so good. I mean, the last video I made, my workout video, I wasn't wearing foundation. I literally just put a little bit of concealer on like acne blemishes that I still have that will pop up once in a while. And it's super exciting. I mean, once I started realizing, oh my gosh, I can really do this now, it's just really awesome. So I highly encourage you, if that's not already a goal of yours, that it should be, and that, you know, just trying different products, continuing to just try different things, that you can get there, I think. So yeah, so I just want to thank Mario Badescu for helping me get there, because I really think it has helped. All right, enough with that, on to the reviews of the specific products. So first I'm going to talk about one of the acne products that I've tried. I never tried the drying lotion, which is their most popular one, that weird pink separated kind of looking thing. I don't know why I didn't try it. I just never did. I think I tried something that was like a knockoff and it didn't really seem to help that much, so I was like, why even bother? But I did try, which actually I don't have it here, the drying cream, which is pretty similar, but it's more of, it's almost like a mask in a little pot. It smells like sulfur, as does the drying lotion, which is kind of funky, but you know, if you just use it at night, it's not a big deal. But it honestly did seem to work. Like, I used it back when I did have more zits and stuff, and it did seem to work pretty well for something that was overall almost completely natural compared to like using benzoyl peroxide, which is what I use now because I need something that has a little bit of like a retinol in it, because just the way that my zits have been coming, like they just don't go away, and so I need something a little bit more powerful, unfortunately, but hopefully that will will go away eventually as well. But yeah, so I think the drying cream did work good, and I'm sure the drying lotion works good too. I just never really tried their version of it, and the drying cream is $14, so I think overall it's pretty cheap for the amount. I mean, it's like a pot like this. It's a pretty good amount, I think. Okay, then the next thing that I've used and I have here is the silver powder, and this is one of the things that I really wanted to try for a long time, and it was $12, pretty cheap, and it's basically like literally just like a white kind of powder. It's kind of weird, but I mean, I think it's really cool. You basically just dampen your nose. You can use it on your chin, just any areas that you have a lot of clogged pores or blackheads, and then you kind of put, no, this is what you do. You put water on a cotton ball, and then you put that into the powder, and kind of it turns into a paste. Then you put that on like your nose or whatever, and you let it sit till it dries, and then you take it off with like a toner or something. And I have used this quite a few times, not as much as I would like to, because I get lazy and I don't want to take that much time with my skin. But it honestly does seem to work. When I use it, it really does seem to clear up my nose a bit more, and I'm sure with regular use that it will like make a pretty big difference. Okay, next is cleansers, and this is actually something that I recently got. I had never really used a Mario cleanser before, but I got the Enzyme Cleansing Gel, which I think is probably their most popular. It is non-foaming, so it's super gentle. You know, if you're not used to non-foaming, it might be a little weird at first, but it really does clean your skin. You'll see that once you rinse it off. It removes my makeup great, except for probably Color Stay. Revlon Color Stay probably wouldn't really take it off too well, but I don't wear that much anymore anyway to worry about it. But it also removes my non-waterproof mascara, which is awesome, and it's, like I said, it's not drying, but even though I have oily skin, it still works fine. It's not, you know, doesn't leave my skin greasy or weird or anything. And the only problem is it does have methylparaben, but like I said, I'm not too worried about that at this point. So, and that is $12 also, so pretty, I think, decent price for that. Alright, so next is the toners. They're also called cleansing lotions or astringents. They have a lot of different names, which I find interesting. I'm sure there's a reason why, but I don't know what that is. But I have tried 4 of them, so I'll try to go over these as quickly as possible and kind of just let you know what my favorite of those are. And I've tried 4 just because I'm like, oh, I ran out. Why don't I try something different, you know, because I figure that it's going to work pretty well and it probably won't give me problems, so I just have tried a few different ones. Probably the most basic was the aloe vera toner for these are all $15, and it worked great. It was basic, super basic ingredients. I don't think there were parabens. Very just refreshing, and yeah, I mean, it's just, if you have like issues with a lot of ingredients, that would probably be a really good one for you, because there's hardly anything, like water, aloe vera, and like maybe a couple other things. So that one was good. I think probably my favorite I've tried is the Alpha Grapefruit Cleansing Lotion, which I have the empty bottle here. And this one has like, it's like a citrus-based toner, so it's gonna kind of more deeply clean your skin, but while still being, you know, somewhat good, or well, good for sensitive skin. So it's not like a, you know, there's no alcohol in it, so it's not gonna make you all red or anything. But it definitely felt the most kind of deep cleaning of the 4 that I've tried. And definitely kind of, you know, exfoliating your skin on a deeper level than just like a scrub or something. But I liked that one a lot. And then there was a Seaweed cleansing lotion that I used. that one was fine. It was gentle. It was good. It did smell kind of old, even though it wasn't old. And so if you're not a big fan of that kind of older smell, you might not like it. So just a warning, but it was fine. Nothing super special that I noticed. Also, the one I'm using now is the Keratoplast. Sorry if I said that wrong. Cleansing lotion. That ingredient is something that is it's like a natural plant-derived anti-inflammatory ingredient. So this is awesome if you have like rosacea or really sensitive skin. It's really helpful with soothing. And I mean, I get like red in the face really easily. I do have sensitive skin, and I found that it really is soothing, and it does. It's good. I mean, it seems to cleanse good enough and all that kind of stuff. So I like that one. Okay, so on to moisturizers, and I've only tried 2 of these, but I have purchased a second of one of them because I like it so much. This is the proof. This is my empty of the AHA and Ceramide Moisturizer, and this is supposedly good for combination oily and sensitive skin. That's what I love about Mario, is on all their products they have this little thing here that tells you what type of skin it's good for, so you don't have to like read it and try to figure out, oh my gosh, is this gonna be too greasy or whatever. You just look at the little label and it really is pretty accurate, I think. So anyway, this stuff is so it has AHA, which is alpha hydroxy acid, and that is it's basically a hydrator, so it's going to deeply hydrate your skin without breaking you out, without clogging your pores, which of course is awesome for those of us that are acne prone. But it really does work awesomely. Even though I have oily skin, it doesn't make my face super greasy. Actually gives my skin like this really nice glowing look, and I think it's the ceramides. I'm not 100% sure, but that stuff is also supposed to help with just anti-aging type stuff, and I'm like, oh, I probably should start that eventually. So but yeah, I use it morning and night because I just like it so much. So it's pretty much the only lotion I use, and that is, let's see how much, $20. And this lasted me, let me think here, oh goodness, I wish I knew for sure, over a year. I'm sure it lasted me, so that's awesome. Like morning and night use, that's pretty good for 20 bucks. Then the other one I've used is the Aloe Moisturizer with SPF 15. You know, this doesn't, it's a good sunscreen, a good moisturizer with sunscreen, so it's going to be a little bit greasier, just kind of like your everyday moisturizer like that. I've used almost all of it, but I kind of haven't used it for a while because it just was a little bit too greasy and heavy for me. But obviously, if you really want sun protection, you're going to need at least 30, SPF 30. So this one's, you know, maybe okay. I would still use it sometimes. And that one is $22. Okay, so next is an eye cream that I have gotten recently, and I never used their eye creams before, but I was like, what the heck? It was kind of, I got it at the same time as the cleanser, like I might as well just try all their products, or at least, you know, all the categories of their products. And this is the Ceramide Herbal Eye Cream, and I had heard good things about this from when I worked at Ulta, from my coworkers and from, you know, customers and stuff, and so I was like, I should try this one because I've heard it's really nice. And it's kind of a greenish color. It's definitely pretty thick, like as you can see, it doesn't really come out, which is kind of cool. You're not going to really spill it anywhere. But it does have, let me see, it's got like vitamin C in it. It has, it just helps, like it really does absorb quickly. It's not a really heavy, greasy one, but yet it does give a good amount of moisture, which is exactly what I was looking for. Because I do tend to get a little bit of rosacea type stuff, I guess, on my eyelids sometimes, and I needed something that was moisturizing but not greasy, so this worked good for that. It also, because of the ceramides, once again, is going to help with like fine lines and stuff. And I've noticed, I don't know that I've noticed a huge difference underneath my eyes, because I do have like fine lines that my concealer creases into, but I think overall it definitely hasn't done worse. So that's good. I mean, it's basic, and I mean, seriously, that thing is going to last forever for $18. So it's not forever, but definitely for at least 2 or 3 years for me, I would think. All right, so the next thing is the Seaweed Night Cream, and just quickly about this, I bought it, I used probably maybe a third of it, and then I just decided I didn't like it. It was just a little bit, I feel like it would be better for more mature skin. I don't know why, but it just had that feeling. It was very creamy, kind of hydrating, I don't know, and I mean, it looked okay on the skin. It was a little strange. I don't know if there's just something about it that I just didn't really like. It had quite a few parabens in it, I think, and that was probably why. But you know, $20 if you're looking for a night cream, you have older skin, like more mature skin, it might work out for you. Give it a try. And then a mask. This is the only mask of theirs that I've used, but it's the Whitening Mask, and this is another one that I really wanted to try, and then of course, you know, I've only used it maybe 2 or 3 times, but I just think it's so cool. Just the whole idea of it just intrigues me, because it's supposed to be brightening for hyperpigmentation, and acne scarring, which is mainly why I got it. And I probably, like I said, haven't used it very much, but I have heard good things about it. That's why I got it. With regular use. So if you are looking for something that's more natural to help with acne scarring or hyperpigmentation or whatever kind of stuff you might have going on, color-wise on your skin, this definitely might help. And I know it says whitening, and I really don't think that, you know, if you're tan, it's going to make you like all of a sudden lose your color. I don't think that that's going to happen. It has just very gentle acids, and things that are just going to help, you know, lift those colors that aren't supposed to be there on your skin. So I do want to use that more. I just need to get around to it. Remember that I have it. Alright guys, so the last thing we're talking about is the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And this is something that, you know, like I said, when I worked at Ulta, this is one thing that we would sell all the time. People would just come in, oh, I need my facial spray, I need my Mario facial spray. They come, I think they come in bigger bottles too. I just got the small one because I never tried it. This is only $7, you guys, and it's like all natural, pretty much. And it's cheaper, pretty sure, than MAC Fix Plus, and it does the same exact thing. It's just, I mean, it's perfect for, you know, over your makeup. Once you put your foundation on, you just want to have that glow to make it kind of look like it's your skin. Spritz this on a couple times, and it's just beautiful. It really does look good, doesn't mess it up at all. Let me see. Also, one thing I found that I like to use it for is if I wash my skin at night and my skin just feels really tight and dry, I'll spray this on and then I'll put my moisturizer on, and it really helps it sink into my skin better. And I mean, that could happen probably with water too, but I just like that this has some extra ingredients to just be good for my skin, give my skin some food there. So anyway, that is the lineup, and that is the review of the products. So hopefully that helped you out in some way, you guys. I'm not getting paid for this or anything. I just did it from my own experience because I want to share something that I believe really does work well. And so I highly recommend you give it a try. Go to your nearest Ulta or someplace like that that carries the brand, and just try some stuff out, see what you think, get some recommendations. Yeah, so if you've used the products, let me know, you know, your favorites, and let us know so we can all kind of see and talk about it. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me know if you have questions, and I will talk to you soon. It looks like my next video will be, let me see, I better check my schedule on that. I have my little schedule right here. Oh yes, so Saturday I'm planning on doing some sort of a food video. So whether it be a recipe or just talking about, you know, vegetarianism or whatever, some kind of food video should be out on Saturday. So yeah, check back, and I will see you soon. Bye.